right, girl, let's go ahead and get into the Royce Reed of it all.
Wow.
Now, let me explain.
I ain't heard about this.
Listen, okay, so let me tell you how it started. The way it started is Dwight Howard was online with one of his kids, and he was like pushing the kid through a workout, and the kid was like, I can't do it. It's so hard. And Dwight was like, no, yes, you can. You could do it. Keep going.
Very performative father. Go ahead.
Very formative. Ever since then, Reese has been on Royce Reese, Lord child, Royce Reed. Royce has been on Rampage. And so she got online this week after calling him a fake ass performative daddy. And she hold on. Girl, now y'all know. I knew I had loaded the damn
Stream it do that sometimes. You will load stuff and when you refresh it's not there. Like it's very weird.
Yeah, I be having to double check
Girl,
3-4 times.
I'm so mad at that, but that's
And
okay
it
because
still
I
don't
have
matter.
it. And hold up, bitch, not you talking to me. Don't talk to me. I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry, y'all. But
You
So
good.
was it Reese
I'm
and his son?
no,
Was
it
it him
wasn't.
and Reese's son?
It wasn't their son, but this like got her to start talking about their son. So here it goes, because we could always just share the screen, girl. We can always just share the screen. All right.
I told Dwight that I was pregnant. He did not return any of my phone calls, none of my messages for 2 days. When he did respond after I spoke to his best friend,
Mhm.
he said I was asleep. Meanwhile, he was playing a game in Milwaukee. He thought I was lying because I still had my belly ring in. This man offered me a massive amount of money to say that Braylon was not his, that they would pay for my house, they would pay off any debt that I had, that they would give me a certain amount of money a month if I said that it wasn't his. I said, absolutely not. I was then harassed by his family because on my baby shower invitations, it had his last name. Magic contacted me and wanted me to come and take the paternity test in their offices. Absolutely not. My attorney said, hell no. We went to his attorney's office and everything was recorded. I had Braylon in the freaking carrier. He never saw him once. And I told Dwight that I was pregnant.
Okay, so Larry just asked me, if I was under those circumstances, would I have had the baby? And I said, no. If I get pregnant by a man and he doesn't want the baby, especially if I'm young, if I'm in my 20s like Royce was, I would not have the baby. Another basketball player for another day, bitch. But that's how you know that Royce intentionally got pregnant by Dwight so that she could, become a basketball wife. That's what was popping at that time, for you to get pregnant by a stupid ass basketball player, and then you would be able to get your money from now on and not have to work as much because you got pregnant by him. So I believe that Royce absolutely intended to have a baby so that she can have her lifestyle funded, and ended up getting fucked because that's not how the cookie crumbles. But I would say that doesn't excuse the fact that Dwight Howard is, for one, a piece of shit, for two, a performative father, and for three, I know y'all, the last time we talked about Royce, talking about her son doing some inappropriate things with her ex-boyfriend's children.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes. Recently, somebody said that her son might have, allegedly, I don't know, might have had something happen to him while in Dwight's care.
That's what Royce said, that something happened to her child while in his care. That her child was I believe she said allegedly molested or something like that. So when her child was in his care, so I believe she's saying that the actions of her son likely stemmed from the result of things that happened while he was in his dad's custody. And unfortunately it falls on her end. But then it's sad because, I mean, can't really blame one parent over the other, I suppose. Maybe it's both of y'all, because although those things definitely may have happened under Dwight's care, possibly, allegedly, what else happened to get charges or bring about a case happened under her roof, so it's kind of like, I guess both of y'all are to fault for what all took place. You know what I'm saying? With that, but I don't know. I also was kind of confused because I was like, well, Royce, why is you telling all of this now? And it didn't click to me like, oh, when she was on Basketball Wives, she had a gag order. She
Right,
couldn't
she can
talk
talk
or
about
say
it.
nothing. So now I guess it's been lifted or whatever. Now she can say whatever the hell she want to say because she ain't got it no more. I would love to see her back on Basketball Wives though.
I would.
If she would slide over there, I would watch it. Like, okay, what is it giving?
I
Does
They
he
don't.
want
got
to do
me
real
so.
storylines? She probably can't speak on her son, but hopefully Dwight wouldn't try and give her another gag order as though she can't speak on him. You know, I understand what Miss Bay is saying because maybe based on her religion, she didn't believe in that. Maybe she wanted one and her parents wouldn't let her have one. I think it's a lot of possibilities. I think it's a possibility that she did want to have a kid by a basketball player, and that maybe based on her religious and her beliefs, she could have not wanted to have one because of that as well. So I don't know.
Because she could have got the money,
I'm just.
apparently, if that's what she said.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Well, if she would have said that it wasn't his kid, not so much
Right.
as the abortion, but yeah,
I mean,
she
she would have got the
definitely would have
money
got the
and had the
money.
baby.
Mm,
She could have done that.
for sure.
So
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
Yeah, you're right.
that she could make money long term by not signing that paperwork. Because if they just gonna pay you,
A
you're not
lump sum.
to use this story to make money. And I think at the time with Basketball Wives and all that, she recognized that would be short game. That would be short sighted to take what he was offering versus being able to tell it yourself. But I don't think she was thinking he would go through the trouble of getting a gag order because she signed up for Basketball Wives, I think, knowing or wanting to be able to talk about it. But
Right.
when I say,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand, listen, I don't blame any woman who would have wanted to keep the baby. Like I don't blame,
Right.
but I'm just saying, me personally, I don't want to have a child with a man that doesn't want to have a child with
Yeah.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't
It
want.
was
I don't.
odd hearing her say that right after she took the test, something about his attorney offered her to take the test in his office, and her attorney said, hell no. Like, how often do you hear somebody being lawyered up as soon as they find out they're pregnant?
Because she knew what it was. She knew what the
Mm.
opportunity was, and we're not gonna act like she didn't. Bijan,
Mm-hmm.
the super chat. I wouldn't have my kid around a man who pretends in every aspect of his life he pretends to be straight, a good father, and partner. Thank you for that.
That's
Ooh,
true, but if
child.
he has the money and you don't to take you to court and the judge rules that you have to share your child with him, you ain't got no choice.
Exactly. And that's why I wouldn't be rushing to have a baby with him. But also because if I know he's not going to be in a child's life, the child is still going to grow up seeing everybody else daddy be involved and going to feel like
Mm-hmm.
something's wrong with him because his daddy isn't involved. So if you aren't going to make a conscious effort to counteract that thought process, which I don't think you are, if you try
Mm-hmm.
to get child support and you telling everybody that Dwight Howard is your baby daddy, then you not thinking about protecting his psyche from knowing that his daddy don't really want him.
You're
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
right. You're
So
right.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
about the fact that my baby is gonna grow up feeling unwanted by a stupid nigga because I wanted to keep a baby when at the end of the day it's not the best circumstances for me to do so. But I'm
Yeah.
out of bag.
But I think that's too mature though. In your early 20s, I think a lot of people don't think as you're thinking being older and mature now. So I think that
Well,
was the furthest shit from her head for
Eva did
real.
it. Yeah, you
Thinking
made me think of
logically.
Eva when you said that, because Eva protected her child's psyche so much so
Mm-hmm.
that, sorry to that man,
But that
that
was
ain't your
after
daddy.
she got pregnant by him, though. See, Eva was still dealing with all of that stuff and still got pregnant by this man that continued to do what he did even afterwards. But yes, she did come to a realization and
Yeah.
she separated herself and, took her kid he couldn't see or
But
whatever. But I still feel like they kind of went down the same paths a little bit of you already kind of know who this person was, but you still went on to have a child. And the difference, too, Eva was a little older than what Royce was when she had that child.
true.
So I think, yeah.
I'm
I
not
was
mad at Royce for thinking about the bag. I'm really not, because personally I feel like in the society we live in, this is how y'all tell women to get their wealth.
Mm-hmm.
To get their wealth through men who have money. And a lot of these men don't want to get married. And so the women know you don't want to get married. So the next best thing is for me to get pregnant by you so I can ensure that I don't have to struggle like I did before. You think I'm mad at her for that? No. Because if his dumbass didn't want to have a baby with a damn cheerleader, he should have put a condom on his dick,
He
but
should have.
he didn't. So
He did
once you
not.
protected sex, nigga, it's up. Run me the child support. Fuck out of
I
here.
also wonder because, from my understanding, they were in a relationship for a while, and then she got pregnant. So
That's what it seemed like. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
they
kind
were.
of
They
confused.
this wasn't just something that he just like randomly would hit her. Like, no, they had an actual relationship for a few years. So
That's what he
I'm
was.
just wondering if she was just like appalled and shocked at his response once she got pregnant. I'm like, were there conversations that this may have been what he wanted until you got pregnant? Because sometimes they be what it is too. And then now you got pregnant, he want to flip the switch and got all these people calling and this, that, da 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 da. So I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we would have found out more if he wouldn't have gagged her. Really could have learned some
Listen,
things.
Oh yeah.
Royce, if you want to tell us the story, girl, call us. We would love to have you.
Call us,
Okay?
girl.
Call us, Royce. We would love to have you, girl. We want to talk about it all. And listen, I'm not mad at you for getting pregnant by this man, because if we didn't know he was crazy, we would be trying to get pregnant by him. Like, money, tall, nice looking. Hello, those are the 3 requirements for most of these niggas. Like, you know, you ain't trying to stop playing. I'm just saying, like, Dwight Howard was always a nice looking man. Like, obviously, I like tall niggas with good bone structure that play basketball. So, you know, I can allure if you didn't know he was crazy like that. But you know this nigga crazy like that, right? But I feel like she ain't tied too tight neither, which is probably why they liked each other. They probably had
Not they was
crazy sex and
loose screws.
yes, girl, you know what yes.
That's what I was thinking about.
Y'all, she was probably like that little bitty chihuahua that was wearing that big ass dog out on Roscoe's family reunion. Remember that shit when Roscoe and then Niecy, I know you haven't seen this movie. But Martin did a movie called Roscoe's Family Reunion. It's really good. You should watch it. It's one of his best movies. And Monique beat his ass on this movie. That was like one of the funniest parts. But they was in the wilderness, right? And the little Pomeranian dog and the big old greyhound dog get lost in the woods. When they find him, the little dog is on top of the big dog wearing his ass out.
Lord have mercy.
And so that's what I think about when I see Royce in this nigga.
Yeah.
The way she was.
Whoa.
And they're like, she's a hoe. She's a hoe. She was a dancer. All dancers.
They used to play her real bad because the way she was tearing it up on that. Fuck till you die.
So I have a question. Who y'all think got the worst baby daddy though? Is that Evelyn Lozada with Carl Crawford, or would that be Royce Reed with Dwight Howard?
Royce, without a doubt.
I'm gonna say Royce.
At least all gonna get to that money. She always gonna get her check. You ain't never heard nothing about her not getting that check for that.
And she has not been gagged. She just cares not to discuss him.
Because they've already had that discussion on in a private way. Like, bitch, you want to keep receiving money, right? Now shut the fuck up. And
weren't they engaged?
Yeah, they was engaged.
Yeah. Y'all know she know how to get a ring. She just don't know how to get to the
do. She do.
She know how to get proposed to.
Apparently her twin do too. Ocho's new fiance, but they broke up allegedly.
Probably because Ocho is the same black man no matter who he with, girl. But it's nice.
I just saw them pictures of them together. They was just on the elevator together. When did they break up? She just posted.
I saw this maybe a month or 2 ago that she had deleted all the pictures from his page. Did y'all see that one video that went viral of her on vacation with her 2 friends and all 3 of their daughters? And the video was like, which one is the daughters? Like around that time that they went on a girl trip was the time that she deleted all his pictures.
Oh, girl, they at the gym together as in last week. And I could have sworn I saw them like on the elevator together or something. She had posted like
they broke up and got back together.
No, they back together.
Yeah.
You know what? It's given, like when people be attractive like that, it's given we gonna stay together because this look good to both of us.
I don't know if it's that, but I do think that Chad Ocho got some good zang.
Well, yeah, that's a
line.
What you think I mean when I say that?
I think he got some good zang line.
Nah, it's giving good looks, dick, and I'm good with my money.
Good with the money.
Great dad to their kids. So
well, all 11 of them motherfuckers. Okay, however many it is, because he got a lot.
He do.
But yeah, no, I absolutely feel like that's a good deal.